Good morning. Just random thoughts on my stroll through the park, really. I think, I may have no money and I may be going through difficult times. Partially my fault. I know that. And I own it. But in a way, I have been luckier than most. Not only with what I've survived in my time. I've had a few suicide attempts. Not in the past 20 years. That's not to say in the last 20 years I haven't contemplated the act. But I'm over that now. Morning. Yeah. I've always had a slightly dysfunctional but loving family, for the most part. I've always had a few good friends I can rely on. Not all the time, because no one's perfect, of course. I've been fortunate, touch wood, I've got my walking stick. I've always been fortunate enough to be reasonably physically healthy. My mental state at times has been not good. But yeah, grateful for that. I've had the love of a lot of very caring people during my time. Yes, I've had a lot of girlfriends. Some of them I didn't exactly treat right, some of them didn't exactly treat me right. But, majority of them I actually still talk to from time to time. Which hopefully says something. So, yeah, I count myself as grateful for many of you who I perhaps wasn't the best to have a relationship with, but who still find the time to ask how I am, talk to me. I'm grateful for that. So yeah, and good friends. I've had good mentors. My own father, his friend Rod, Jason of the Ormsguard, Gunnar Magnusson of the Ormsguard. My Uncle Nick. And I've still got my mother, because although she's a little bit helpless and unable to help or assist, she still cares, And that's important, because so many people don't even get that. So many people have families that from the very beginning mistreat and hate them. So many people never get a chance to have even slightly functional relationships. Some people would never even get a chance to make friends. Some people don't even get a chance to live. And that's why I'm grateful. I've pushed myself from an early age, especially when I started out on motorcycles when I was about 17. I've taken many risks in my life, and I still do. But I just think maybe Valhalla doesn't want me yet. And I'd like to think this because I have something to do, something important in my own way. I'd like to think maybe it could be starting my own reenactment group. That is, and always has been, an ambition of mine. ever since myself and Jason, the former leader of the Ormsguard, ever since we sat down at a campfire in the dark at West Stowe Anglo-Saxon village, and we talked long into the night. I was a bit drunk, but not drunk enough that I wasn't making any God's damn sense. And he turned around to me and he looked me straight in the eye. And he said, one day, Howard, you'll have your own group. I see that. You're a leader. He saw potential in me that very few people have ever done. That's because most people don't take the time to know me and they judge me according to their own perceptions and values. Yeah, I'm rough around the edges, I'm crude, I'm blunt. I'm very outrageous at times. I'm provocative. But I'm made of steel on the outside and fire on the inside with a slightly sensitive centre, it has to be said. And I know it. I ain't good at taking criticism. Well, that's because I've taken it my entire life. At least 50 or 60% of it unwarranted, in my humble opinion. Don't talk about being humble, Howard. That's something that's impossible for me to do. Do I have an ego? Yes. But I think I have at least 50% of that is based on, certain physical and mental facts. I don't have to make shit up like some people do. I embellish some stories, but not by much, believe me. I don't have to. And when I can't find an entertaining story from my life, I find one from history. Usually off someone like the Great Laser Pig or Animarchy, two very great channels that I follow. They've kept me entertained for hours. So here's a shout out to you boys, and a shout out to Heartfully Honest as well. Another wonderful channel by a good friend who's been through a hell of a lot of shit and still keeps on motoring. And a shout out to the Mighty Jingles, Lindy Page. Oh, and I'm sure there's a few I haven't mentioned, but I thank you for your inspirations. YouTubers, friends, family. It's been good, and long may the ride continue. There's life in this old dog yet. Peace.